Hey, Carlos, you recording, right?
See, Jefe, what you think I got the camera for, fool?
All right, yeah, cool. Hey, did you get a haircut, man? It looks nice.
See, Jefe, I'm glad you noticed, fool. I got that fresh fade.
Yeah, Carlos, I like the way your hair looks.
Hey, shut up, fool. That's why you weren't even here last time.
That was
It's a little aggressive, yeah?
yeah. Did you like have some beef or what?
I don't know, man. He's a little off today, I think. I don't know. Hope he's all right.
All right, pals, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Rooftop Podcast episode. It's gonna be either 3 or 4. I did one with my friend Hannah last night, and I don't know if I'm gonna edit this one or that one, whichever one's gonna get done first. But
Well, if you'd like, just so we can kind of have a faster turnout process, if you'd like to record the one you did with Hannah, and then if you want to send me this footage, since I need to like edit more stuff for my class anyways, this could help with kind of like expanding the portfolio. So if you want, I could edit this one together. If you want to like send me the files, or just send me the files anyways, and I can like put an edit together, and if you like it, we could use it, or you can use another one.
all right, yeah, that sounds good. Good. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's been about a month since last time we did this, but it's kind of hard to get these boys together for a podcast. I would try, and they'd ignore me like I was their side chick. So
If it makes you feel any better, it kind of was like you were my side chick, because most of the times when you'd message me, I'd be with my
I-
main chick.
that's what I was guessing. I was like, yeah, he's probably with Shelby right now,
Yep.
you know. And yeah, so I'm now. The last time I was on this roof, I was unemployed, and I was not doing so hot, guys. But now your boy's better. He's at Target. I actually said that in the last podcast, but a little update. So I've been there for about a month now, and they have me doing about everything. Like, so what you do, Greg, is like unload the truck and push it out, right?
Yeah, but I mean, we also have to like stock the shelves and all that, and
Yeah, so I basically, in my month there, they had me do like hard lines, which is like you get a certain block of the store and you like just like clean it up and put stuff where it goes like that. And then like the next week, they had me do sales planning, which is like tearing down like certain parts of aisles and like redoing them to how they're supposed to look, which I hated doing that. And then now, with the last part of my month, they had me doing the food section, and one of the people who did like unloading the truck early in the morning, pushing it out, doesn't work there anymore. So now I have to. I made the decision that I told them yes, I'd do it, but now I have to wake up at like 5:30 and get to work by 6 to unload a fucking truck. So you and me are not too different now, my good man.
yeah, that might not be a good thing though. Unloading the truck sucks so much. Like, it's not that it's physically hard or anything like that. Like, it's pretty easy. It just gets so tedious and so boring. So I'll be like falling asleep while I'm walking around and picking up boxes and stuff. It's
How do you guys unload a truck? Because what we were doing is we had like the big O truck, and then we would throw everything on like a line. It would just go down the line, and then we had like certain areas, and like we had like U-boats and carts. We would throw certain areas of like this goes to like aisle A40, whatever. We throw it on that cart. Is that how you guys do it?
yeah. I mean, pretty much. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Except for us, we use a lot of. I mean, we use carts for some parts for like the food stuff and all that. And sometimes for like the pharmacy and like because like the way we do it is we separate things. Pretty much the same way you do. You know, just based off aisle, based off like department. But we call our like beauty section like HBA, so it's like the pharmacy and all that. So we have like our shampoo and soap and all that. So those go on carts, food goes on carts, and everything else goes on pallets, and then we just pull it out to its respective area.
Speaking of pallets, I was like filling up the water the other day, and we have. Oh, I hate it. We have these little like side cap things where it's like cardboard little things, and we put the product on there. And so we have one for this rosé, fucking wine or whatever. And so dude, I had never used a pallet jack before, so I fucking suck at controlling that. I knocked over 2 bottles of rosé, dude, right in the aisle, like just rosé everywhere and glass. It was fucking embarrassing. There were people like right there.
Rick Ross would have been ashamed of you, man.
Rick Ross would
Damn.
fucking hate me, dude.
Fucking failing already, huh?
Yeah, but if you think that fucking unloading a truck's boring, dude, you like, when I would do hard lines, which is just like you have your own area, like I legit would be walking around mindlessly, like just like that blank stare off into space. I'd just be like,
That sounds like the dream. Like, what do you do? Just like sit
Well,
in
in
one
hard
area
lines,
and clean it up?
Yeah, you have like so basically you have like a whole row of aisles and another whole row of aisles pretty much, and you would just like clean those up and make sure they're looking right and put stuff where it goes. But once you have it all done, dude, and it's not busy, you don't got shit to do. So you're just kind of
like, walk
walking
around?
around hoping like one thing's out of place so you got something to do. That's honestly, that's how I come up with a lot of the ideas that I have for the podcast. Is I just have, well, now probably not anymore because I'll be unloading trucks, but
Yeah.
then I was just like fucking walking around just thinking to myself.
That's pretty. I mean, yeah, I can understand that probably getting boring. Like, are you allowed to like be on your phone or anything? Like,
No.
if like there's nothing there. So if if everything's absolutely clean, you just gotta like sit there.
Yep. One thing I'm jealous of, dude, at Walmart is you guys get to play music while you're out on the floor, dude.
We're not supposed to.
Well, the one in Tempe, the one on like Southern and fucking rural, I think it is. Those employees don't give one fuck, bro. They be playing their music out loud.
Yeah.
I wish we could do that.
Even at my Walmart, they do that, but you're not supposed to. Like, I mean, if a manager sees you, if they hear it, they'll tell you something. Like, I mean, that's like really the only thing they're strict with, though. Like, other than that, like our dress code is so like, it's pretty like open now. Like, it's not strict at all anymore. Like, we don't even have to wear like khakis anymore. We can just wear regular jeans or regular T-shirt. And I mean, they say we can't wear like ripped jeans. I wear ripped jeans. They say you can't wear like graphic T-shirts. I mean, I don't really have many graphic T-shirts, but like I'll wear like this, like my Top Dog Entertainment shirt. Like I'll wear that.
I like that. Greg's like, you're not supposed to wear ripped jeans, but I wear ripped jeans. You're not supposed to wear graphic tees, but I wear graphic tees.
Greg's over here breaking all the rules.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're doing your job, like the little things like that, they won't care too much about. But like for the most part, they don't let you listen to music at all. Like headphones, no. Like they don't even let you play it out loud on your phone.
What about like in the back room?
You can, but only off a radio and only if it's clean. If there's any kind of cursing at all, they'll make you turn it off.
We just gotta get like some Bluetooth earbuds, and then
Even
we'll be all set.
I tried that and
They
try
caught
to
you?
write me up. Yeah, they try to. Well, they call it coaching, but
Coach,
yeah.
we need you to do better, sir.
We need
So
you
I'm
to-
gonna have to
yeah.
write you up and fire you. But, dude, one thing, dude, like, so working at Portillo's and going to the Target that was right next to there, like, it's like where all the college girls would go, right? And there were hella good-looking girls there.
Yeah, especially at Target, man.
Yeah, and like,
College kids love Target.
yeah, so I would go to that one all the time just 'cause I worked there, and so like whenever I would go to a normal Target, I'd be like I just was so ingrained in my mind that I was like, this is where hot chicks go to shop, dude. And so like I went to my Target, and then like legit one of the thoughts in my head while I was walking around, this is before I worked there,
Thoughts
was
in his
like-
head.
it was like where are all these like good-looking women at? And then I was like, oh wait, that's right next to a college town. That's why it's like that. But now working there, you have like not it's not as like bountiful as at the one in Tempe Marketplace, but there's definitely if you're struggling to find a mate, a man or a woman, you know, there's plenty. One thing Target has taught me is there's plenty people out there for you. You think that you know, that's gonna be the most beautiful person you ever met? Well, just go to Target. You're bound, dude. Even a lot of the girls I work with are pretty good looking. Like,
Yeah, I believe it. Target, like the one on 19th and Camelback, that's one like right next to my house. Just 'cause it's so close to GCU, that's where all like the kids from GCU go. So there's always a ton of like just girls and guys.
yeah,
It's,
there's
like,
lots of cute girls that go to my shop.
it's
and,
just
like-
where all the attractive people are.
I know. I feel like Greg. Like, no offense, but like I feel like Walmart's where all the busted ass ghetto girls
If
go.
you're at your rock bottom and you're desperate for anything, come to Walmart. We got what you're looking for.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
I swear, I've never encountered more people that smell like actual piss than the people I've encountered at Walmart. Like, it's so bad.
That's like the worst smell.
It's
too.
disgusting, dude. Like dudes walk in without showering for I don't know how long, no deodorant, no cologne, no, and like they don't even try to mask it. They have no shame. Dudes straight up don't brush their teeth and will talk straight into your face, and it's like, dude, your breath smells like,
Harris.
like, dude, your breath smells like decay, bro. Like, get out of my
Gross.
face.
Oh.
Jeez, it's disgusting.
When are you gonna apply at Target? Become part of the Target family.
You know I did, but they like nothing. They didn't respond. They didn't give me a phone call, no email, no anything. They just said, this kid's busted. He works at Walmart. We don't like the competition, so bye, bitch.
Bye.
They didn't tell me that. They just said, "Fuck you," basically. I didn't even get like a single reply. Like nothing at all. I mean, maybe I like applied wrong or something like that, but
Y'all should reapply.
Yeah, kind of on the topic of work. I think last podcast I was talking about quitting, and then I did. So now
Yeah.
I'm the one not working.
It's rough, bro. The one thing I liked about not working was like you have hella freedom.
Right, it's so freeing. Like just
Like,
knowing like
Oh, I don't
have
gotta
to
work
do
up.
shit.
Yeah, I don't gotta wake up and do fucking anything. But then you look at your bank account, and you're like, well, fuck, I kind of need to get a job like now.
That's
I
like
ra-
the worst part about it.
I racked up some good like amount of debt, like $500 on my credit cards in like the 3 weeks that I was not.
Yeah, bro. I had
Fucking-
like $1,000 saved up, and now I'm down to like 20 in like 3-4 weeks.
Fuck.
It's like I don't even know where it goes either. I'll just be like, doing
Yeah.
like I'll be like, oh, Red Bull here, Red Bull there, and then like before you know it, I just spent $1,000. How?
Yeah, like not having a job, honestly, like I had never really struggled before, but like after not having a job, and I don't really get the hours that I got at Portillo's at Target, but like now your boy understands like what it is to be like college. Like I don't fucking go to college, but I
do.
know what I like. Now I
It
know what it's
sucks.
like to be college, bro. Like if I was going to college, I would be super fucked. Like
Yeah, bro.
like I was going to lunch. Like I don't know. Do I have the fucking $3 for this frozen meal I can put in the microwave, or do I have to get a ramen? Like I was like, wow, this fucking sucks right now.
No,
But-
yeah, it's awful. And then, you know, it's like you're just sitting there like, man, money would be nice right now so I could eat. And
Yeah.
then like when you're younger, you don't realize because it's like your parents here and there will be like, oh, here's this and that. And then also when you're younger, you don't have a disposable income,
Yeah.
so you're not used to buying things whenever you want and just getting whatever you want. So then once that disposable income is gone, and then you're like used to already buying stuff just whenever you feel like it, and you can't do that any longer. It's like, oh fuck, I need a job.
So where do you think you're gonna go head to now, sir?
I want to work at GCU TV because I think that'd be dope. It'd help
Yeah.
with kind of like just furthering my career and getting more experience. But I think I don't meet the GPA requirements.
Oh fuck.
Oh shit! I knew it was gonna happen. Camera down.
We'll be right back, guys. 3, 2.
Lit.
Bitch, don't be fucking double clapping my shit.
I'll double clap that.
Well, welcome back, guys, from the technical difficulties. We have a bit of wind now that it's the weather is changing now here in Arizona. It's actually still decently hot right now, but it's not as hot as when we first were out here. It was like fucking probably triple digits when we first started the podcast up here, and now it's only probably like 90 degrees. So you know,
Yeah, super cold.
yeah,
Super cold.
it was nice this week though for the most part, but today is pretty sunny.
We've been having a lot of rain though too because of all those hurricanes in Mexico and all that. So
Yeah, we need a hurricane.
it's hot here. We need a hurricane.
But
I wish it would rain more. To be honest.
what the fuck were we talking about before the camera blew? You were you were working at
Yeah, I wanted to work at GCU TV, but I don't think my GPA is meeting it. So there's this coffee shop called Lux. It's super fucking cool. Like the coffee's just really good, and it's a dope place overall. So I want to work there. I think that'd be cool. Just something like that has a good flexible like work stuff. Maybe Target. I'll probably apply again. Hopefully they call me back, or email me. That'd be nice. But yeah. So you know, I had quit my previous job at Lexington Law Firm. You know, one of my supervisors actually gave me her contact information in case she was like, and if you ever want to put me down, I'll put in a good word for you. I was like, thank you. It was really dope. But it wasn't my direct supervisor. So I was like, oh. But, you know,
Hey, I
it
used
was nice
Brandon.
overall.
Brandon was not one of my supervisors or managers or anything, but I put him down as a work
Did you
reference
really?
for my application for Walmart.
I didn't even realize. I didn't even know
I
this.
did. Yeah, I don't know if they called you or not, but I did.
No,
I,
they
yeah.
didn't. I didn't even. You didn't even tell me. Like they would have called
I
me.
did. I told you I was gonna use you as
No,
a
you
reference, didn't I?
You didn't say I was your supervisor. You're just like, hey, I'm gonna put you down as a reference. You didn't say as my supervisor.
No, I straight up said,
If they would
I have. Oh my God, he's gonna land on my foot, dude. There's no sugar. Oh my God, dude.
No sugar here.
There's no sugar. Oh my God, ain't no sun. Oh,
Yo,
dude, there's literally a coffee right there. Why is he over here?
I don't know.
Anyway, so back to what I was saying. Anyway, I used him as like a reference. I listed him as like a supervisor, and I was like, yeah, Brandon's the guy that trained me, so he pretty much, yeah, he'll be the guy to talk to if you guys need to call anybody. But I mean, it's like an entry level job, so I really don't think they even called any of the people I put down as references.
Nah.
Like you could literally put down like an old phone number from like an ex-girlfriend or something and just say that it was like.
You don't want to do that because she picks up. Nah, he's a fucking piece of shit.
And he has a small penis, so yeah, don't do that.
Oh man,
but-
we didn't really need to know the second part, but we thank you for your time.
Thanks for the excess information.
We'll
Too
make
bad
sure
he
to
didn't have any
we'll make sure to
excess.
bring that up in the interview. See what he's got to say about that.
He's gotta
But Robert, you said before you before you got here, you were at the why are you at the zoo? Were you with Shelby?
Yeah, I was with Shelby. We were at the zoo because she wanted to go do something. And like I was saying a little bit earlier, you guys may have seen a video in the past of 2 turtles
Oh yeah.
basically having sexual intercourse.
When 2 turtles love each other very
Well,
much and want to save their species.
Today, Greg, what I can tell you is I was at the zoo walking and, was passing by the tortoise exhibit. And I was like, yo, that tortoise is climbing a rock. He's doing pretty good at it, too. So I walk a little bit closer to inspect this tortoise and see what's going on. Possibly take some photos. So like, oh, man, that's a good angle. His head's held high, looking up real good.
I bet.
Come to find out, turn the corner a little bit, what I had previously thought to be a rock was a female turtle. This man was full blown, just raw dogging it, for lack of better terms, raw dog. And man,
raw turtling.
there was some things that I was just not wanting to see. For example, a tortoise penis.
Looks like a stingray, doesn't it?
It looks like a stingray. Yeah, it does. That's a good way to put it. And then it wasn't it wasn't as bad as the video where he's going like like a lot, but like he let out like one silent like and so I'm pretty sure he like finished. But and I feel bad because low-key I was interrupting, so I felt really horrible. I ruined this man's moment. I was kind of
He was just
cock-blocking the
eyeballing
tortoise.
you the whole time, like, go the fuck away.
That man's like 1,000 years old, and I'm the first time he's probably ever been cock-blocked. Like, in 1,000 years, some dude with the camera comes through and just ruins his moment.
That was fucking great. Yeah, I just wanted Robert to tell that story because you didn't get to hear it while he was up here telling me about this turtle's massive penis. So
Yeah, it was fucking something, man. Here, you can go next. You got a story? What's been going on with you recently?
Well, I just got formally accepted into the school that I've been trying to get into called Galvanize. So
yeah.
I'm going to be a full-fledged web developer in 6 months. So you need any web developers in 6 months, bang my line. No, but yeah, I'm pretty excited
Hit 'em
about
up
that.
at
Nervous though too.
Gregory types it at hotmail.com.
There's a reason why I do Hotmail too, because it's Hotmail.
He comes and does
I'm
your
a hot
computer
male.
shirtless.
Oh my god.
Dude, I'm quick with the wordplay, man. Like I should really be a rapper. Like I've had so much wordplay up here today.
Yeah, maybe you can die next. What?
Oh man.
Fuck. Okay, well,
I wouldn't expect anything less. Was that a diss? That might have been a diss. I didn't mean that.
Okay.
I was a fan of X in some ways, but then I found out about his little.
Keep the fizz, feel?
Peep.
y'all fucking suck.
Yeah, a little
So,
bit.
I was.
At least we're Macs.
What do you mean, Mac?
Like a Mac, it's like a lot of girls and stuff. Like Return to the Mac.
This is me imitating girls hitting my line. It's empty. No one called.
Calm yourself down. Go pop an Ambient. Because rappers having panic attacks. Go pop a Xanny then. Okay, sorry. Go back to what you were saying. I'm not a rapper. No.
Anyway, before they continue rapping, I wanted to talk about my new car, guys. I got a new car. It is actually, I brought the. Well, I'm gonna repeat this because it's either gonna be in. It's gonna be in 2 podcasts because I was talking about.
Tupac. Speaking of rappers. Sorry, go ahead.
Fuck up, Greg. I was talking to this about to Hannah last night, and I got a Scion TC. It's a nice little car. Got a lot of miles on it, but them Toyotas will run forever. And it cost me $22.50, so that's about pretty much all I had saved up. So
Nice.
that was also the reason I was fucking broke for a good. Oh, I'm still broke, to be honest with you. I'm living paycheck to paycheck at this
I'm
point.
in debt right now.
I'm in debt as well too, but
Like,
actually no, I'm not. I just paid it off I actually sold the Altima yesterday. The
How much you sell it for?
Like 600?
yeah, 600.
Not bad. I mean, considering the car like kind of just broke down.
Yeah, the fucking transmission went out in that thing. The guy, he said he had a transmission for the car.
What'd you sell it on?
Facebook.
Marketplace?
Yeah, dude. Hella fucking. I sound so stupid. I need to stop saying hella. Tons of fucking I have never gotten so many messages on Messenger in my life, and like
Were they all just like
they were all
you still got the
Mexican, bro.
Altima?
Like 2 people hit me up in English, and then let's see what they say, cause they all have like, you know, that generic, like it gives you that option to say, is this available? When
Yeah.
you're looking at something. Well,
Would you say like?
no, they all hit me. They all hit me up like what the fuck does it say? Jimmy, no.
Like what they say?
It's like sigue disponible or something like that. Is it? Or I don't know. But it was all in Spanish, and then they'd always be like, "Hablas español?" And I'm like, "No."
No.
And then, like,
No, español.
and then like,
No.
it's all broken English. But whatever, I don't fucking care. You want the car, you can have it.
600's not bad.
Nah, especially because that car, the transmission is gonna cost $3,200. I'm not gonna put that transmission in there.
Did the
So
guy just like come pick it
You
up?
bought a whole new car for less than that. So
Yeah.
I think you kind of lucked. I think you won out a little bit.
I
on that.
did, and so the guy, I guess he already had a transmission for the Altima.
Mm-hmm.
So he was just looking to get one. I mean, he got a good. I mean, if he knows how to put that in there, which I don't know how much faith I have in that guy. Because I don't know him, but it's a CVT transmission, and those are a lot more complicated than a regular standard gearbox transmission. So I mean, if he has the skills to put that in, they're good. But I definitely didn't. But if he can, $600 car, that's not bad. So
No, it's not bad at all.
he'll do what he wants. But the only thing is, those Nissan transmissions, the automatics, are not
They
good
don't last.
at all. So we'll see how long he gets out of that car.
My ass burns.
My fucking calf right here is
Honestly,
touching.
sitting on the top right here, it's kind of cooler. Like it's not really burning my ass at all.
But we're like
Um,
indenting our ass into the fucking roof.
Oh, my bad. So so you bought a new car, and you know it's pretty nice overall. I mean,
Yeah, it's a manual, so like I can impress all the ladies with my manual skills, right, Greg?
you can't keep a hand on the thigh while you're driving though.
It sounds a lot better in theory, but once you actually get down to it, it doesn't get any ladies. I've been driving a manual since I've been driving.
I think it also depends on the kind of car you have.
That's true. I've only driven a Kia Soul and a Nissan Versa, so it's not like I've really driven anything nice.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Hey, but you got them looks though.
Greg's a handsome guy. We were telling you last podcast, me and Robert up on my roof. Greg's a good, handsome man. He's single at the moment. He's going
Hit me
to
up on Bumble. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna get a Bumble now that I said it.
I was seeing that. Like, I didn't know what that was for the longest time. I guess it's like another version of Tinder.
Yeah, basically.
Hey, sir. I'm gonna have to ask you to pass the mic when he's talking.
Sorry, I forgot.
Also, don't forget Greg's Grinder account for all of you men out there
He
who are
doesn't
looking for a sexy
discriminate.
good time.
What the hell's Grinder?
You're not serious. You really don't.
Greg is lying. He knows what Grinder is. His account is Greg on Grinder.
I know what Tinder is. I don't know what Grinder is.
You're lying.
I'm serious.
It's the gay version of Tinder.
Hit me up on Grinder. I'm not gay. But
I told
mean,
you.
I'm willing to. No, I'm not. Don't
He's
hit me up
willing
on
to
Grindr.
explore and experiment with his body.
Look, I don't discriminate against anybody. Like, if you want to be gay, be gay. If that's what makes you happy, I mean, it even says, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. So, pursue your happiness. But me personally, I am 100% straight. So, if you want to
Well,
be,
you might meet a man on Grinder who will make you 99, and he'll be that 1% that you're gay for.
words of a wise man.
You know,
Yeah.
Greg, you're basically cutting out 50% of the population with that sort of mindset. You know, you're cutting down your chances. You know, all those fish in the sea, you just cut them in half.
Like this, yeah. Go ahead, Greg. You had something to put.
Well, guys, see, the thing is, there's something called.
Don't say it.
I can't say it. Like it's kind of mean. Like I'm honestly, I'm not sexist. I don't discriminate in any way. I myself am a minority in a few different ways, and so I will never discriminate against another minority.
Sentences like this never end well.
They don't. I'm gonna go ahead and stop myself there. Thank you for that, Robert. You're a good man. But yeah. Like I said, hit me up on Bumble. I'm gonna get a Bumble now. I don't really know how you use it or what it is, but I'm gonna get one. So anyway,
Oh, by the way, another update on something we were talking about on this roof last time was everyone getting pregnant. Guess who's fucking pregnant that I wasn't expecting?
Angelina.
No.
Oh.
I'm pretty.
Oh, I was about to. Dude, I got so scared for a second.
Too, I was like, oh shit, Angel better not be pregnant. Your dad would kill her.
Oh yeah, he would. Kaylani, I was not expecting that, bro.
The celebrity?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not surprising.
Why is that surprising?
She's a singer, dude. Every singer gets pregnant at some point. Like it's whatever. I mean, she's a grown adult who's
Taylor
more
Swift
than
has never
financially
been-
stable.
Taylor Swift has never been pregnant.
Yeah, but let's be honest. If Taylor Swift got pregnant, it wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, she's pregnant, because I mean, she's rich.
Can you imagine?
She gets attention by so many different men.
That would have been your guys' fault, bro. I would not have done that.
Hey, I'm not the one that guessed it. He did. He just threw it out there. It wasn't like it was anything confirmed at first. It just.
But I'm pretty sure she's with a woman right now, and that was the main reason I was surprised.
Wait, Kehlani's a lesbian?
Well, she's bi, I'm pretty sure, because she was dating Kyrie. And
That's
then
what I'm saying. Yeah, she cheated on Kyrie.
I thought it was the other way around.
I heard she cheated on Kyrie.
Either way, the relationship did not work out.
Yeah, regardless. Really,
Yeah.
it's not important because they're making millions of dollars. So I don't feel any sympathy for them at all when it comes to that type of stuff. So no sympathy from me. You can take over.
Also, back on the subject of cars, you got a new car. I just replaced my radio, so now I got a new stereo in my car.
Oh, the touchscreen one?
Yeah, I bought a touchscreen stereo. Still waiting on the backup cam, because it's shipping from China, so it'll be here sometime between the 16th and the 16th and the 23rd of October here. But then I'll have a backup cam. It'll be real nice. Then I just gotta fix the paint. My car will be all good.
I just need to fucking hit it big sometime. I need to, this podcast needs to blow up, or, my singing career needs to take off.
Also, we all signed contracts that said if Brandon's podcast takes off and he becomes famous from this, we each get 35%.
That's not true, because... Fuck you! That's more than half between both of you.
I get 35%, Greg gets 35%, and Brandon gets the table scraps.
Yeah, that's how much that fucking works out to. But,
Hey, you're only getting 5% less than both of us. So I mean, it's not that. I mean, if you wanted, I would take 30. You would take 30 if you wanted, and he can have the 40. It's up to you.
okay, anyway, so I was talking with Hannah last night, and, get this, she didn't know who Muhammad Ali was.
What?
Yeah, so I was talking to her. We were talking about famous people that we have met, and then I told her that I didn't meet him, but
I was gonna say, you met Muhammad Ali?
well, I was in the same theater as him, but because, okay, I'll retell the story. I was in this movie theater in Scottsdale called the Studio Movie Grill, and it's like a fancy you sit, it's basically the.
How did you get in there? Like what?
What do you mean?
Like how were you there? You don't have money for that.
Well, it was way back when my parents were still together and we weren't fucking poor as shit,
Nice. Bringing up the bad memories, Greg.
Anyway.
Sorry.
No, you're not.
Continue.
Anyway, yeah, we were up there, and we were waiting for our movie because it hadn't started yet, and then my dad's like, look, and I was younger at the time, so I didn't know what he looked like because he was old at that point, and I was like, who is that? He's like, that's Muhammad Ali. And I was like, oh shit, really? I didn't go up to him because he was old, and he was he has his Parkinson's, he was shaking everything, but yeah, I was telling this story to Hannah, and I was like, she didn't have the reaction I thought, because you know how you guys are oh, what the fuck, you saw him?
Yeah.
But she was like, oh, okay. I was like, do you not know who Muhammad Ali is? She's like, no, I have no idea. I was like, how the fuck?
Oh my.
Do you not
God,
know
you're
who Muhammad
under a
Ali
rock
is?
or something? Like what?
Wait, yeah.
So you said you were talking with Hannah about this yesterday.
Yeah.
So is that when you guys filmed the other podcast?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why?
nice. I was just wondering.
Yeah, that one
Where'd you
took.
film that one at?
It was at her house on the roof. It took place at night. We had a
Ooh.
spooky little skull on. It was actually nice because I wanted to do this with this podcast, but your dad said not to go on the flat part of the roof. So we had I'll show you the video after this, but we had 2 chairs and a little table to set up on top of her roof because she had a flattish part.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
we put a giant skull and a spooky rat on top of it. It was a nice little setup. I'll show you the video.
No, yeah, I can imagine because I've thought about doing that as well. It's just all of our roofs have
A slant.
real hard slants.
Issues and stuff. Yeah.
Also
Yeah.
issues.
But it's right down the street from this house here. So.
Oh, it's not bad.
But yeah, sir. All right, guys. We will. Holy shit. We
Oh,
will
fuck.
be right back after this bee kills us. 2.
Lit
God damn it.
for the culture.
All right. Well, welcome back, people, from those messages. Rooftop podcast returning here. So, few events have happened in recent times. The not Mayweather McGregor, Khabib McGregor fight. That's actually now. That's like 2 weeks ago that happened now.
Yeah, something like that.
But we haven't done a podcast in a month, so you gotta catch up on world events.
Yeah.
So, Khabib dominated pretty much. That was about it.
McGregor got his shit pushed.
Yeah, he really did. I feel like I wanted McGregor to win because I like that he shit talks,
Mm-hmm.
and most people hate it, but I like how he shit talks and he'll back it up. But he didn't this time. I'll tell you that much. He got fucked up.
Yeah, he got taken to the ground so many times.
Yeah, I mean the first round he did a good job of defending it, because Khabib, he took him down, but then he didn't do shit else. Like the first round he
tired
it.
him out. That's what he did.
Yeah, that was about it. And then he fucking rocked Connor with a punch that he wasn't expecting. I was shook at that.
Yeah, I was
"Holy
like,
fuck."
goddamn.
But he already said he wouldn't do a rematch, so I was like, well, I was thinking because Connor, the same thing happened with Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz wasn't as dominant as his win, but he ended up choking McGregor out pretty much the same way.
Yeah.
But and then the second fight, McGregor, he made adjustments and came back and win. I feel like I want to say he could do that, because watching this fight, McGregor looked a lot different than he looked in his other fights.
Well, it's been like a couple years since he fought last.
Yeah, and it's just his coach was actually saying that they went in with a defensive mindset, and he thinks that was their mistake. And I think he was kind of right. Like, if he was pushing the pace on Khabib, I feel like he could have Now that I'm not a fucking fight expert here. I enjoy watching it. That's about it. But I feel like Connor has a chance.
Yeah.
But Khabib, I'm not trying to take anything away from Khabib. That dude, he was dominant that whole fight, and then he shut McGregor the fuck up. There's no denying anything that happened that night. But I don't know. I feel like I was watching a different. Because did you guys watch the Eddie Alvarez fight?
I was gonna say that too, yeah, because it seemed like the whole time during the Eddie Alvarez fight, he was completely controlling the fight. I mean, because he's more of a striker, I think, than someone who's a grappler.
He's a striker.
So he'll sit there and just kind of pick you apart piece by piece as he's going along to the fight. It seemed like, because I was at work when the fight was going on, so I didn't get to watch the Khabib fight live, but I watched the highlights, and it seemed like there wasn't any highlights of him standing there kind of boxing him, where he was kind of just taking strikes as he got a chance to, because he has a much better reach than Khabib. I mean, his 74-inch reach is pretty unique in the UFC, and nobody really has that reach.
At his size.
Yeah, at his size 5'9". I mean, nobody else at his weight or oh shit, that's I don't know what that is, but anyway, at his his height and his weight ratio, no one really has that reach. So he kind of uses that to his advantage, and he's always been a great striker, a great boxer. But I feel like that's something he didn't really do too much. And you brought up the great point of him, going in with a defensive mindset. It wasn't exactly the best thing for him, obviously, since he ended up just playing defense the whole time, getting beat up, and then ended up getting choked out, because he's not really known to be a wrestler or a grappler. So getting in that situation, it was pretty much game over for him at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. Connor has those hands, but
yeah, he's got those hands. He's just like Greg was saying, he's not a grappler. His floor game isn't as good, just overall.
Well, his floor game was okay, but when it came to the wrestling part of it is when he because he couldn't stop the takedown. Because once you get to the floor, it's like BJJ and those kind of skills. Which in the first round he showed he had those skills because he was stopping what Khabib was doing. And I feel like if he there's not going to be a rematch from what Khabib says, so we're not going to get to see it. But I feel like it could be an even better fight. I'm not saying Connor is going to win, but I feel like he'll have a lot better chance if he comes at it with a different way. He's if he is more aggressive this time.
And it's with those fights, I get it. I still respect and give Khabib I don't know, I guess his props for winning. He's still like you were saying, he took McGregor down, he shut him up. But I hate when matches end in a submission. I think I was talking to, was it you or Greg? I think I was talking to Greg. Yeah, I was talking to Greg about it. It's it's much more entertaining to see either somebody get just KO'd or just to see a slugfest the whole time than it is to just see somebody get taken down and submitted.
Yeah, that's not really. Yeah,
I would have much rather seen
I appreciate the skill because it's not easy to get someone down and submit them unless they're a shitty
I know
fighter.
I know it's not easy, but it would have been much more entertaining to see Khabib just
yeah, but
punch
you got to think
McGregor's shit in.
that's not his game. He's not gonna it is an entertainment business. Is it like they want us? We want to see people fight and do what we want, but ultimately those people are like putting their health at risk, and they're not. They're gonna. He's gonna fight. Well, he's gonna do what he did. He fought the way he was gonna fight the fight, and ultimately it made him dominant in the fight. So.
No, yeah, I mean, I get that part. Yeah, I get that. I mean, I'm not knocking it or anything. It would have just been more entertaining to see them slug it out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. And then I don't know if like because there was a fight between Cain Velasquez and who was it that he was fighting again? The dude from Junior Dos Santos.
Mm-hmm.
One of the undercard fights was between this dude named like Eddie Sanchez or something like that, and some other guy. And I mean the
Diego Sanchez and Gilbert Melendez.
I think it was that one. Yeah,
That fight was so
dude,
good.
that was
dude.
one of the best fights I've ever seen. Like the whole time, it was just a slugfest, just punch after punch after punch. Both of them were just like so aggressive, getting in each other's face, talking a lot of smack to each other. I mean, dude, that was one of the most exciting fights I'd ever seen personally. And like, I really wish that the Khabib and McGregor fight. I mean, most like, main events aren't really like that. Usually, they're a lot more. They're kind of slow to build up, and then as they get more towards the climax, that's when it kind of gets more exciting. But this one, like like Robert was saying, him and I kind of had a conversation about that. It's like you get the choke out, so obviously it's a KO, you do get the victory, but it's not as exciting. Like there's not as much to like the shock factor or like the oh my god, wow, that was a great fight when it's yeah. And then for most of the fans, knowing Conor's fighting style, how he's not much of a grappler, and to kind of bring up the fact that he hasn't really fought in a while too, it's like really that's how it ended. Like it's so like just unsatisfying. It's just so like
it leaves you wanting more. It's like, oh, it's over already.
Yeah, but I mean, but like Brandon, he's he brought up a great point too. You have to kind of take consideration your health, and either way, the UFC is making so much money off of it. Both guys are getting paid like a crazy amount of money for it. So I mean, I guess in the end, it doesn't matter to them. Their views are going to stay high regardless. But yeah, I just kind of wish it was a little bit more of a like a slugfest, or maybe someone got like punched and knocked out. That'd have been really exciting.
I mean, fuck, Conor almost did, but Conor's got a good chin. So, but
yeah,
Khabib. Well, Khabib even though he did land that big hit with Conor, I think Conor that Conor wasn't really expecting Khabib to throw that. Is why he got caught with it.
I agree.
I think in striking that Conor underestimated Khabib that way, because if Khabib was trying to box with McGregor, Khabib would have lost for sure. So Khabib wasn't stupid. That's why he does his takedowns. That's why he doesn't really strike with people.
Aren't like almost all of his wins from submissions?
Yeah, submissions are like just ground and pound. So, yeah,
he's got no like what standing game? That's not what it's called. What's it called?
What do you mean, like hand to hand?
Yeah, like his hand to hand's not as good as his ground.
Well, his boxing skills, yeah, rather than his grappling and like his jiu-jitsu or whatever. Or wrestling. Sorry.
Yeah, wrestling. There we go.
But I was gonna bring up another point too. When it comes to like get on the ground and pound, I think McGregor's a little too durable for that. I think kind of the chokeout was really the only option because do you remember the UFC 229, the fight from like 3 years ago?
With who?
Dude,
229. That sounds familiar.
Mendez, I think, or it was the.
Wait, no, this one was 229.
No, it was the dude that kept elbowing him in the face.
Oh, Chad Mendes.
Yeah, Chad Mendes. The dude was like I don't know, what was he saying?
He says time.
Anyway, like I watched like McGregor get taken to the ground and grappled, and like okay, so he's on the ground, he's grappled, and he's trying to kick out, but he's having a hard time doing it. And so the guy, he's trying to like McGregor's trying to keep his hands down, and the guy just keeps elbowing him in the face. I mean, hit after hit after hit, and you think, oh man, it's over, this is game over. But McGregor manages to stay in the fight somehow. I don't know. This dude can take so many punches and not. Like it's almost like punching him is ineffective. It's almost like he nullifies your strikes altogether. Yeah. So I think it was kind of smart of Khabib to take it to the well, because he wasn't even really on the ground per se. He was kind of just behind him. But it was smart of him to really get that choke on him because honestly, I don't think Khabib would have won if it was coming down to a knockout or a TKO. I think he kind of had to choke him out.
Khabib definitely played smart. Like you can't take anything away from Khabib. He still won. He still got the win.
He dominated.
He played smart. He dominated the whole time. It's just, but from what I was at, it would have just been more entertaining to see something besides a submission.
Yeah, and another thing, again, I'm not trying to take anything away from Khabib. I'll just say this: Khabib dominated. There was no questioning he was the better fighter that night at all. Yeah, Nurmagomedov. He he was the better fighter that night. No question about it. He just fucked McGregor up completely. Yeah. But, did you guys see like the press conferences and shit?
Before the
Yeah,
ones
beforehand.
beforehand.
Yeah.
I'd seen like clips from them.
I had it.
I low key like there's been some accusations of like McGregor like being coked out, and like I low key could see it. Like I low
He
key.
was acting really weird, dude.
Yeah.
Like, because at the end of the fight, when Khabib jumped over the fence and started attacking members of McGregor's team, and then like some of Khabib's team attacked McGregor. McGregor didn't have his usual confrontational like, oh, I'm gonna fight you too, and he wasn't like slugging back. He kind of just sat there like trying to figure out who it was that was punching him. Like it was almost like he was like not afraid per se, but he was like confused, like he was disoriented, as if like he wasn't sure what was going on, like he didn't realize he was being punched.
I mean, he's
It was
just been
weird.
like choked out and punched in the face. 50
Yeah,
times.
I think it's a mixture of
Yeah,
that, and then also at least I don't think McGregor was expecting to lose, so I think it
Yeah.
like caught him off guard too that he lost. So I think he was still like in shock, like, oh fuck, this man just like completely dominated me.
Yeah, but I'm more talking about like the press conference. Maybe I was like, maybe you guys watched it afterwards, but he was like, I don't know. He just like you'll see. He was acting a bit weird. He always talks shit, but like, I mean, this time it was really personal.
Yeah, wasn't he like going after like his religion,
his
and
religion, his dad, his
family?
country, and shit? I always feel like that's low key when I thought he was gonna lose, because like I feel like whenever I don't mind talking shit, but whenever shit gets like personal like that,
Mhm.
I feel like whoever talks that kind of shit always loses, no matter what it is, dude. So I was like, I low key like before even seeing the fight or anything, I low key felt like McGregor was gonna lose.
Yeah, because I think that's why he like jumped, or why Khabib jumped out of the ring. I think because
Yeah.
they were still like talking shit about like
Yeah.
his like religion or something like
Yeah.
that from what he was saying.
Yeah, that's pretty messed up though, dude. To attack somebody personally like that, I mean, that's not only is that so unprofessional, because in the UFC world, it's supposed to be professional. And it wasn't it McGregor that was saying something about it's just business, bro. It's just business.
Yeah.
When he was the one, making personal insults toward him, it's like, dude, you need to be able to face, your own consequences, because you're the one that was saying the things you said to him. So I mean, you're gonna
Yeah.
expect that he's gonna be a little bit angry on a personal level and wanting to take it out on you. And I also I always felt like I was a big fan of McGregor, but then he kind of said some things about Hispanics towards not Eddie Alvarez. What's his name again? Nick Diaz.
Nate
Nate
Diaz?
Dude, he said some pretty like racist things to Nate Diaz, and me being Hispanic, that was kind of offensive to me too. So
Well,
I'm
I mean,
like,
they came and confronted him about it, and then he like got mad. He's like, I don't give a fuck about race. He's like, they're like trying to, because he was mad they were trying to twist it to where he's racist, but he was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't give a shit. Yeah, but he already
he just does it to piss people off, because I mean, he is a troll, and that is part of his game.
yeah.
But he has to understand that when you attack somebody on a personal level, that's going to ignite a flame in them that's like, unlike it just being a professional match.
Yeah.
So at that point, you got to be prepared to really, really take some aggressive, like,
Mhm.
like prejudice-backed punches. Like, they're not going to be the same.
Yeah, completely.
All right. Well, that was our thoughts on the McGregor and Khabib fight. I just wanted to let you know that I forgot to bring this up while we are talking about work, but there's this. I was telling Robert while you were getting the water. There's this fucking vending machine in our break room that has stolen my dollar about 6 times now.
Did you like get it back or anything? Like,
I've
did you
got
get
it
your money
back one time. I got it back my dollar back one time.
So what did you just have to like go ask somebody to open it up?
Well, it was weird because like every time it would steal my dollar, I'd come back the next day, and like I'd either find the same item or like something different at the bottom of the vending machine. So like in some weird way, I always got my money,
That's
my
weird.
money's worth.
Just had to wait for it.
Yeah, like it
you
came a day
Amazoned
later.
your snacks.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, they kept fucking stealing my money, dude. And I was the only reason I got my $1 back was because like my managers or like team leads were having like a meeting in the fucking in the break room for whatever reason during
Mhm.
lunch, and they saw me put my dollar in and like it stopped like just on the edge, and I was like, ah, and then the other girl's like, that sucks. And then I was like, oh, go. He's like, did it not come down? So like the store manager was like trying to fucking bulldoze the machine to knock it down. I wanted to do that, dude, a few times. I wanted to hit the fuck out of the machine, but I was afraid an alarm's gonna go off or some shit, dude. He was.
Dude, that thing is so big it'd kill you if it fell on you.
100%.
Yeah.
You would straight up die.
I'd be fine, dude. I'd be
Just
fine.
brush it off. Just,
Uh-huh.
It's not that bad. Just put some dirt on it.
All right. Oh, well, anyway, we've been fucking we've been talking for a good minute. And your dad's kind of I don't know what he was doing, but he's rushing for time. So, any last things you guys want to say on this podcast? Any plugs?
Joji Ballad's 1 dropping sometime later in the month. Cop that if you're into Filthy Frank and or Joji.
We're not getting paid to endorse that, by the way. We're just good people. We enjoy it.
Yeah, just good people who enjoy good music.
Yeah, just good content. Also, Filthy Frank. I really wish that would come back, but I know that he's not going to because he couldn't monetize the controversial things he was saying. But I think the world.
Health was fucked up.
Yeah, that too. But I think the world needs Filthy Frank. I think the world really does need Filthy Frank.
At least like a movie or something, man. Finish off the series. Drop something like 1 30-minute episode or something. Just round it off. End it somehow. Series finale, that bitch. Left it on a cliffhanger. I mean, he wrote a book, but I don't want to read a book. How are you going to make an awesome series and then end it on a book?
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling head ass.
All right. Anything else, guys?
Nah.
That's it. Man.
All right. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right. That's the end of the podcast, guys. Thanks. Hey, Carlos. Thanks for recording, dude.
Chale, wey.
Yeah, Carlos. Thanks, bro.
Hey, I already said I'm on my way out, fool. Why you still talking to me, huh?
Oh,
Well,
shit.
shit. I mean,
Oh.
okay. Like, dang, dude. Like, I don't know.